16 teenagers shot, 5 killed. And it's not even really a big story.
When life switched to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. When life switched to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. Bullets with a badge.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Holding the Road. Mr. Great Fox, Big Bad Harold.
What's going on now?
Harold, man, I came across this story a couple of days ago. 16 kids, 16 teenagers, basically kids, shot in Chicago. And, it's not really a big deal.
Ain't being talked about.
Y'all check this out.
Another weekend of violence turning deadly for several teens in Chicago.
Fox 32's Nate Rogers is on the west side right now where family and friends are remembering the victims. Nate?
That's right, guys. Another violent weekend, unfortunately, again here in Chicago. Today we heard from specifically 2 families who lost loved ones this weekend. Both of those families telling us that they had just registered their loved ones for school to begin this week.
She don't know nothing about the streets.
You took my first, my heart, my love, my everything. Over what?
Ashantice Wilburn, an aspiring dental hygienist, now dead. The 17-year-old was shot at Gilwood Park along West Bloomingdale Saturday, 4 p.m. Her mother saying she was with a friend who was also shot.
For the last 3 weeks, just felt like she wanted to be chasing some guy around, and she lost her life because she wanted to hang out with the wrong crowd.
We didn't hear no gunshots. We didn't hear nothing.
14-year-old Rajon Harshaw was also killed Saturday. Police say he was shot in the head and chest. It happened at 87th and Cregier just before 7 p.m.
I know that baby whole family. I know his family. I know everybody over there. And this is unfair.
May her spirit return to the one who gave it.
Loved ones mourned along Congress Parkway, releasing purple and gold balloons honoring Wilburn. There were also prayers to cease gun violence citywide.
Oh God, to come against this violence that is raging through our city, oh God.
The teens were among 30 people shot in Chicago this weekend. At least 6 of them died. In both cases, the gunmen are still at large. Community activists calling on the perpetrators to make themselves known.
We are tired of our children being hunted down like animals. So now the hunt is on you. Turn yourself in or deal with the streets.
And to the individuals that's over there in that area over there, you ought to be the first ones to shut that whole area down until you find this shooter. You know who they are, and to the shooter, you know who you are. It's just a matter of time before you apprehend it.
And still a lot of questions remain in both of these cases, specifically how the gunmen approached those victims. Police still in the preliminary stages of their investigation. If you happen to know anything about these shootings, please give police a call. As the latest here on the city's west side, Nate Rogers, Fox 32, Chicago.
Now, what wasn't shown in that particular video was that only showed 2 of the 5 victims that was killed over that particular weekend. You had 2 brothers, Carlos and Jose Guzman, who was shot basically in a drive-by outside of their apartment building. They say one of the brothers died shielding gunshots from their 3-year-old, I think, little cousin. And then you had Khalik Wilson, 16 years old, was just standing outside, and drive by. They pulled up, somebody started shooting. And, multiple gunshots, and another thing, nobody's in custody.
That's the thing I didn't like. That's what I didn't like.
That old no snitching. Oh man, that's no snitching.
Seemed like it played effect. It played effect.
You get what I'm saying? No snitching.
Yeah.
So all of these parents are looking for justice. I hope and pray that they find justice. Now, the one young brother, Rajon, he got robbed for his cell phone. So hopefully, whoever took that cell phone, I mean, they doing all they can on that cell phone. Hopefully
so
that
they can track
battery
them.
go. Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
hopefully that
Oh, yeah.
battery go dead. And man, I hope they tune you up when
Oh,
they
yeah.
catch you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I hope they tune him up.
Yeah.
I mean, because that was senseless. I mean, a good young kid, and you just get robbed over your damn cell phone.
Petty, man. Real
How
petty.
sorry you got to be, you know, you still out here, you know, stealing cell phone, robbing people for a damn cell phone.
Cell phone, man. Yeah.
But
you get a cell phone for $40 now, man. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, get one out the damn Dollar General.
Yeah.
You know, probably for less than that. But my major question, Harold, is when are we going to start really addressing the issues within the culture? See, we want to pray and we want to pray and we want to pray, but you put no action with it.
You don't want to do no work, yeah.
And you want to be, you know, as gentle as you can with some savages.
Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it.
You know, I was listening to the brother, I can't think of his name, but he got a podcast, a good podcast. It's called My Life in the Shy. And, you know, he was talking about the stop and frisk thing.
Okay.
You know, and people, like we talked about earlier, people feel a certain way about the stop and frisk because of what was going on in New York.
Mm-hmm.
But man, you got a serious problem, man. Damn. People get shot and killed so much in Chicago that people like, hey man, it's Chicago.
It's not news. It's not even news no more.
Not even news.
They are mass shootings and it's not even news. Yeah, it's bad.
When are the parents going to make the necessary adjustments? When are the people in the community, the people that care?
Yeah.
See, because these kids that have these guns, you have to know that your child is doing something wrong.
Oh yeah.
Either by the company that he keeps, or maybe his demeanor or his attitude.
Sporadic hours coming in the
changed.
house, something.
You know,
something, man.
That's a clear indication that, hey, look, I need to go look and see what's going on in his room or whatever.
Yeah.
You need to get up in that man. You need to be a parent. A lot of what's going on in our community is lazy parents.
Yeah.
That get the kids to a certain age to where they can basically, they feel like they can fend for themselves, or, you know, hey, I can go out. He can, better yet, he or she can watch themselves while I go do what I want to do.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Oh yeah. You already know that. Selfish. Just selfish.
Extremely selfish.
Yeah.
Knowing the situation. I was looking at some of the stats that the good brother presented on his platform. Man, the stats was outrageous. I mean, outrageous.
Yeah.
You know, shootings and murders and things like that. And it's like, you know, there's no adjustments.
Mm.
Needs to be a campaign. It needs to be some type of campaign.
Yeah.
I mean, a serious campaign. First, you got to get, that's like what we talk about here on the platform: organization, structure, code of conduct, and agenda.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have some type of agenda of what you want to see done, and then you got to put it in place.
Yeah.
But Chicago is so out of hand. It's so messed up that, hey, look,
It's
man,
wild,
hey, it's Chicago. What do you expect to happen?
It's so bad in Chicago, it's almost like, is it worth saving? You know, that's honestly how I feel at a point. And that's what it seemed like with all the different stuff that happened with how different governors and people have played it. You know, they like, we're going to, where the crime is centralized at, we're going to try to keep it in this one area and hope everybody else around can live their lives how they need to live it. And that ain't the right way to go. That's not the right way to go.
that ain't what's happening no more. I mean, it's all over the place now.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
It's just when it's so much evil and misguided people in the area, people seem to just let them sit over there until they burn themselves out. But for our community, we know it ain't going nowhere because it's in all the cities that we're heavily populated in. It's always going on. It ain't getting nowhere from us. Other cultures, you know, they don't have to deal with it anymore. This is our problem. This is what we are around, you know. So we have to figure something out, and it does start with the parents. It does start at home, but we need to hold and it's kind of hard to get into that a lot, but the entertainers that also help feed that negativity from bad parents, they feed it. They're painting a fantasy that the thug life is so great, the whole life is so great. So you get a cesspool of young minds that are so misguided that they just get out here and act the fool if the parents are slacking. And if for a parent that is trying, your kid has to go to school with over 100 fools. It's hard not to become a fool. You're a product of your environment. And you know, it's just we have to change what we listen to, what we put into our spirit. We have to change what we're around. You know, even if you got to move a couple houses down with some like-minded parents, even if y'all in the projects, at least our little section is like-minded, maybe we can grow some better fruit and influence some other people. But it needs to be programs, it needs to be a campaign, it needs to be talked about on a bigger scale than even Black Lives Matter. It needs to be on a bigger scale than that. All our athletes and entertainers that we feed our money to and funnel their entertainment and what they like to do, y'all need to give it back to the community in being upright people, seeing what's happening in the community you don't live in, and just talk, just say that first. Do that first. Talk and tell the kids this ain't the way. What's going on in Chicago, man? I don't like it. I don't agree with it. For anybody who is aspiring to be a athlete like me and myself, or if you're an actor, or if you're a doctor, or you whatever you are, if you have a platform, address it. Address not just Chicago, everybody in our community. It's a better way than what y'all do. You know, if it's funding needed to be in there, tell the mayor to call me, whoever you might be, athlete, whoever. I'm gonna get some funding. You know, we need to have a campaign. We really do.
This is a cultural and a community problem.
Yeah.
And like Dr. Barbara Sizemore said, ain't nobody coming to help us.
No.
This is nobody's problem but ours.
Yeah.
The solution is going to have to come within that community, from within our culture and our separate communities. Is where the
correction,
the solution, the correction, or however you want to tag it, is going to come from. But you know, 16 kids shot, 5 killed, and it's not even a big story
at all. I don't like the fact that if it was a white kid going around killing up black folks, it'd be humongous. It'd be talked about. It'd be everywhere. You know, shirts would be made and posters would be made and you know, all kinds of stuff.
Oh my God! If one of them,
if
one of them got killed like that, you know, but that's just the hypocrisy of it all. I mean, but yeah, man. I mean, it's.
We got to address it, man. We can't let it keep going. We can't say they just being kids. We can't say we did it when we was younger, because we did not. We was not as foolish as these kids are. Our spirit was not as bad. The village was starting to break, but this is no village right now. You can't see a goddamn village, no goddamn where. No real community. I don't care if it is in certain small pockets of the United States, but as a majority, we are failing as a majority when it comes to the cultural mindset of positivity. It's not enough positivity being put out. You know, we just, like you said, where is the line? When are we going to put something in front of all this negativity?
You don't even see the town hall meetings, bro. I mean, there should be more town hall meetings. There should be mandatory town hall meetings. If you live in this community, there is a mandatory meeting. You're in that stage. I mean, it's condition red.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But it's a story that needs more attention, and you need more people talking about it. I mean, man, you can't progress like this, man. Because, you know, I don't know. You got anything else, man?
No, I just, you know, like the first question is, when are we going to say enough is enough? When are we going to start to address the issues head on? You know, take baby steps, voicing your opinions, holding any and everybody that look like us accountable because it's our issue. We have to start them.
Y'all live right, play fair.
Let us.
When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. Bullets with a badge, or never get a pass. We can see straight through your mask. You made a glass, homie. Just think before you do the dash, cause it might be your last. Lay you in that grass, face down. You should've put your hands up. I promise you the redder got them handcuffs. Look, we need to change our recreation. Let's focus on some education. How about let's fight for our reparations? How about let's teach our next generation? Big Bad Harold, Mr. Gray Fox. Let's give them motivation.